Hey everybody. I had a request for a setup here for Zolder for the Huracan. Excuse me. So I got one that's almost done, so I'm gonna go through it. Just trying a few more things. Hopefully it won't be too much more. I can finish this setup up. Of course, this happens to be the next for an LFM. They're going to be at Zolder next week. I think it's in the sprint. So make a few laps. See if a few changes, see if I like it. Hope everybody can hear me all right. I had someone say that the engine sound was too loud, so I turned it down a little bit. pretty consistent. It's staying right. Lap times are staying right there. He's running his best time there after how many laps, so it's showing good. It's not bad. Let's see what it looks like. Tire wear looks all right. Not bad. So everything looks pretty good. I think I need to tighten up the bump stop range a little bit. Getting a little bit too bouncy. Ah, my cat's meowing at me. Always wants attention. Always wants attention. Spoiled rotten kitty cat. But everything looks good. Let's check out Motec, see what it's doing. Let's see here. Not too bad. Looks like they can go up maybe just a click here. A couple more clicks there. Oh, this is better than it was. Still too high though. So it needs to come down. And then, let's see. It's back, don't get a lot of movement, but definitely needs to come down on the bump side. Looks like this needs to come back up a little bit too. I'll go back up on this. Yeah, it'll help a little bit. But this needs to come down. This bump is too high. So let's try that. One thing I don't like is it looks like it's hitting the bump stop here. Kind of looks like that. Usually that's what it looks like when you start hitting it and get this spike. Especially like this one. So if that's the case, then I'm going to have to put the bump stop range back. Maybe even increase it. So we'll have to see if we can improve that a little bit. Let's go up to leave that the front where it is. Maybe we'll increase the rate just a little bit. There we go. All right. Really, the balance though is really good, so I don't think it needs any adjustment there. Tire pressures all look good. I mean, that was the 6th lap, so it's not bad. You get to, do the best time, so I like that. Now let's go back. There we go. Let's try that. Since I'm streaming. get the shadows around here, and sometimes you get a teeny bit of micro flickers, so try to take that out. Goes through there really good. It just feels a little bouncy. Sounds great. I don't know if I should go with one more in the back. I'll try it. Might be too much. Okay. See how it goes on this dips down here. See if the shocks and bump stops help. Oh yeah. Didn't have that bounce. Pressure in the tires. Bad for my first lap after coming out. wide. Try a little brake bias, see if it helps or hurts. A little too hard on the brakes. I don't know if I like it or not. Feels a teeny bit oversteery. I don't like that. I think I put it back. Just that where you got to counter steer it that little bit. And I just don't like it. And I'm always afraid the rears are going to wear first, and that's going to make it more oversteery later. Of course, you could turn up TC2, but that's, you know, a lot of people don't like to do that. The bumps were bad. I thought the bumps were pretty good. Maybe I'll just go one more on the sway bar. See if that works. Hope everybody's having a good night. But yeah, like I said, I had a request. And of course, he's a console on console. So I'll have to go over the setup so he can see it and all that kind of stuff. Won't take too long. Yeah, I haven't changed the screenshot yet, so. Got. Wide. Not too bad. consistent. Do one more. Dang it. Still goes over it, but it just slows it down. Deep. It's there. I like it. Very raceable. Definitely has a high 28 in it. Yeah, well, some of it's just, building up that trust also. You got to, the more you, with the car, and you know what it's going to do or not going to do and things like that, because sometimes when you don't react faster or something, sometimes that might be because you're not sure if it's what it's going to do, or, I mean, we all do that, but that's why practice is always a good thing. If you really, determined, sometimes you got serious practice. Sometimes you have very laid back, just having fun, just cruising, not cruising, but I mean, just having fun, enjoying whatever car you're wanting to enjoy. But then other times you got to, try and be serious and really improve the driving or improve the car, both. So, but yeah, we got 25.6 left front, 25 left rear, 26.4 right front, 25.6 right rear. Toes negative 0.3 with the camber at negative 3.8 on the left, negative 3.6 on the right front. Caster 13. Toe is a positive 0.05 with the camber at negative 3.2 on the left and negative 3 on the right. Tire wear looks good. I mean, as you can see, the differences are still, goes as you go to the outside of the tires. You got 2.8, 8.5, 8.7, and 9.0. And you see how tighter this is, 90, 92, 93, and this is 88, 89, and 90. So again, it's got you could tighten that up a little bit, but it might cost you a little bit in performance. So that would be one of those things where you could try it, but it probably is, this is like a safe deal here. But yeah, tire wear is excellent. First Electronics 3131. I mean, really nothing to go with here. Everything is pretty decent. Of course, out number 1 brake pad. Mechanical 4 on the anti-roll bar, 54 on the brake bias. You can go down to 53. Steering is all the way down. 53 is definitely, I'll leave it at 54, but 53 is where it seems like it picks it up a little bit. So again, 53 is the preferred. Springs 190,000 on the front with a 900 bump stop rate, a 10 bump stop range. And on the rear, the springs are 164,000 with a bump stop rate of 700 and a bump stop range of 50. Anti-roll bar 7 and the preload is 120. We're going to go over the shocks too. Let me do that one more time. See how if we got them any closer. It's not bad. Let's come back up. It's a lot closer than what it was. That's a lot closer. Again, they're just a little bit high. Could make a couple small adjustments. Here's a lot. The spike here is a lot less than what it was. That was a little higher before. About the same on both sides. Yeah, that's better. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's really very close. Again, you can always do some fine tweaking. It looks like, you know, the front just very little, maybe. Let's see. I'm just gonna go down one. And I'll leave this alone. But it's definitely a lot closer than what it was. Of course, I beat the best I had in the Huracan here by a pretty good amount, but that's just because the setup wasn't done. So, but now it's pretty much there. Of course, we got 5, 2, 15, and 26, and then 3, 10, 15, and 20. Aero got 56 in the front, 62 in the rear with a 10 wing and a 4 in the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a positive 0.7. So, again, I think it's really solid. Really not, you know, I could try to work on some more bump stop rates and ranges. The rain, basically what I would do in the rain, first of all, I would probably max the wing out and try it and not do anything else. So that's what I would try. So if I was in the rain, because if you see, we got a 0.7 to the front aero variation, and all we got to do is go boom, boom, and we're down to 0.4. Now, obviously, the wing does not do a lot with the Huracan because of the downforce of the whole car in general. The wing is and it's got a lot of adjustments, so it's not as much as a normal GT3 car. But you're still, that's what I would do. I would probably just max it out and then try it from there. And if that's, and then just see if it's too loose or too whatever. And then maybe adjust the ride heights accordingly. You know, maybe go up one more in the ride height like that. I'll probably go up one more in the ride height and then try it from there. It shouldn't need much though. It shouldn't need a lot. I think it's a very balanced. Of course, you're going to have to adjust your electronics, obviously. You know, TC, I would definitely, I'd probably go up to 2 on the ABS. You know, probably, you know, 5 and 5 or something like that, or 6 and 6, and just try that and see how it works. I mean, the Huracan's got so much downforce; it's, you know, it should be pretty good in the rain. And we'll go over that. I'll show my settings. But yeah, everything else looks really good. Again, make this a setup. There we go. And of course, the link to this will be in the down in the description of this video, and I'll also have it down in the in my Discord also. So that will be there for everybody that wants the link. Now let's go back, and I'll show my settings. As you can see, I got my FOVs 30. Now, of course, I got the height at 1.1, distance at -6, and the pitch at -5.5. And that's just to put me where I like to be in the windshield part, and just seeing the top of the steering wheel and just the dash. That's where I usually like to have it, where I can just barely see the bottom of the dash. And also, I got to take the A-pillar into consideration, because I want to be able to turn and it not block me when I'm trying to do a turn or see an apex. So again, with this car, I almost changed it because I think it was a little bit too much. It really probably should be 31 look with the wheel, but most of the other cars are 32. This should probably be 30. But most of the other cars are 32, but this you turn a little bit more than I want. Of course, on my other movement, 65. That's the movement up and down where you're bouncing. So, but I look with the wheel is like, usually it's mostly 30 to, it's usually at 32, but there's a few cars that I go up a teeny bit. I think one's a Lexus. I don't drive it that much, but I think I have it at 34 or something for the Lexus. And then and then this car, it'd be like 30. But you can't do it for per car individual. I mean, this, you can't. When you do this, it does it for all the cars. So when you change this, it'd be on every one of them. So you just got to change it when you get to that other car. That's why I just didn't do it, because I wasn't, in a race or anything. I was just basically just doing the tuning. So. And then, let's see what it looks like. Speed 145, 146, somewhere around there. That's good. I'm gonna hit that bump kind of hard. Soften the rear bump stop. I think it's just hitting it too hard. See, that's why I like watching these videos, because you can see what's going on outside the car compared to what it feels like inside the car, and sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's, you think what's going on, but you can't see it. So that's the reason why I always try to watch a lap or multiple laps just to see what it's doing. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this back down. So I'm gonna turn that back down to 600 on the back. So I think it was hitting it too hard in the rear, making it making it bounce up, and I don't want it to do that. I want to take the bump and absorb it. So we'll just put that back down. That's good times. Yeah, this car it should be 28s here. I mean, I had 28s in the Delta, just didn't put it together. So of course that's race pace. So And of course, like I said, I like having something that goes for trying to hold its stint. I mean, I didn't run my fastest lap until 5 or 6 laps into the stint, and so that's things that I like to see because I don't want it to have one good lap and then it fall off. So I want something that everybody can ride, that can drive, and it kind of holds its own for the whole stint. So it makes a big difference. Yeah, again, I mean, uh, anytime you do this stuff with shocks, it's really hard to. Sometimes you got to add what you think it feels better, but again, you still got to have something to go off of, just to get it in that ballpark, and then you can go off of what you feels better. But I mean, the only thing I'd be afraid of with that, it would want a pogo. If you got something that would want to spring up so fast that it would, cause the car to get unsettled. So again, you're trying to control what the car does. So, and also a lot of it just depends on your driving style and how hard you are on the bumps and running over stuff and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of variables. Yeah, the chicanes are a big thing. Here at Zolder, but I don't know. I never, it's the reason I don't like chicane, just like I don't like the chicane at Imola, is they're a hit and miss. One time you hit it right and you're fine. Next time you hit it just a little off and it throws you all messed up. You get into a tank slapper. So, and then not just that, but I hate to do it because also it changes your tire pressures. I mean, the more you beat on the curbs, a lot of times your tire pressure will vary. And a longer stint, next thing you know, you're half a pound or more down on your tires because you're smacking the curb so hard. So again, I try not to hit them that hard. And obviously down in the bottom of the hill, you have to go through those. I mean, you have no way anyway. So, but as far as the one on top of the hill, I usually just try to barely hit it. I just, I mean, not if I have to run over it, I want to be able to run over it. I mean, I don't want to wreck. I don't want the car to wreck if I run over it, but I don't want to have it as like me doing that on a constant basis. So I mean that's just how I've always done it, just because it seems like my tires stay more consistent that way. um and it's a hit and miss thing. So you see, I just barely touch it, and then, and that's it. That's all. Where I'm not running over it like I know some guys really run over it really hard, and I just think it's, that you can't help to run over it. You got to run through that thing. But and again, I look also, like I said, I look for the not ultimate pace, but what the pace is over the stint. And drivability. There's a lot of different factors that I try to take into consideration because obviously, tire wear. I mean, all those things. Um, so feel of the car. Let's see if let I go over this next time. I mean, I don't want the car to feel to where you got to have confidence, like we were talking about earlier. I mean, if the car does not give you confidence, you're not going to react. You're not going to. You're going to have you're going to be tentative when you have to react to do something, and you can't. That's what you don't want to do. So you have to react like the car's just stuck, like glue. Oh, that's where I hit the dirt. Let's see if I go over the same thing. So I just hit it on each side, and it just seems to not upset the car that much. And like I said, it just doesn't also keeps the tire pressures the same. But yeah, shocks were 5.2, 15, and 26, and 3.10, 15, and 20. So again, that's what I have it at. Now I got decent amount of fast rebound on both front and rear. But I go off I go off a Motec to get it really close. I'm sure that you can do more to it. You might be able to find more pace. You could probably gain, to do some more tuning on this, but this just gets it into it like a base setting, and then you can go from there. Also you got to consider tire wear also. But I think it's right there. I think it's really close. There's always something you can try and something to improve, but I think it's really close. And of course, this track is on LFM next week also, so that's another thing. Zolder is the sprint track next week. So anybody else have any other requests? Like I said, I mean, I'm everybody's driving is a little different, so I mean, it's all good. I mean, there's not like a whatever works for your individual personality. My driving's different than other people, so it's like I said, it's just trying to make the best of what you do or how you do it. Let's stick with Zolder because, again, like I said, that's going to be one of the tracks anyway for this next week. We got Masano, which is until it's done tomorrow. I can't remember what I had. I think it was Zolder. Was it Zolder? Oh. And that's about the same time I was running with the Porsche. So, about the same times, 129 O's. So, Zandvoort. Well, I mean, I don't know if I had one at Zandvoort. I don't think I. Let's see. Nope, don't have one. Don't have one for Zandvoort. See? Nothing. Nothing there. So let's see. I'll put it to some kind of basic. Try it. A similar one than what we just had. We'll just put something similar to it. Maybe not exactly. Let's try these bump stop ranges. A lot different in the back. It's like it's needing help to rotate with the stiffer springs in the back. So it must be running a lot of downforce. We'll leave it like this. Oh, this is a lot different. Let's cut these way down. Just something real close to what I had on the other setup. Not exactly, but... Okay. Oh, this is pretty close to what I had in the last setup, too. The same thing. Well, we'll see what we can come up with. Let's see. I haven't been at Zandvoort in a little while. Another track I wish they would update. Real bad for never, you know, not having a time on here. Understeering a little bit. Sure, we're gonna have to adjust tires, so I just guessed at it. Tires are a lot closer than I thought they would be. Dang it. Could have been way better than that. Just little bumps. Looks like the right sides need to go up, left side need to come down. Let's go up there, up here. Down there. Let's see. Not bad. Power looks pretty good, front to rear, so if I go down a little bit there. This definitely needs go down there. Try this. Pretty close, but things are a little different. Let's look at this. Let's look at the Motec and see what the yeah, definitely different. Needs to come down a little bit on the rebound. This isn't too bad though. I was close because it's not too far off. Actually, looks like this could go up. This can come down. This doesn't look real bad either. Not too bad. Looks like the fast needs to come up. And this here needs to come down. Again, it kind of looks like it's a little of both though. Looks like I think the bump stop's causing some of this. It's already got it way down. So we see if we can make an adjustment to that and see if it, see if that helps. Let's up this, double it, and just see what that does. No problem, Paul. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it'll do good, do good for you, and anybody else wants to try it. It's pretty decent, at least for right now, ballpark wise. So I hate putting a lot of toe in this because it gets the front tires warm, and that's the thing here. You always problem with getting the tires overheated. Usually it's the back though with the Huracan, so it's not usually the fronts. It's usually this left rear. So that could, that's what you're fighting. In the old days, it used to be like when you had like the AMG or something like that. Might still be, but I mean, then it was the left fronts. It was always the left front tire. I've lost count. They've changed so much things in ACC, so many different physics things they've changed. It's hard to keep up with sometimes, remembering what was before. And great car, Huracan. It's a pretty awesome car. A little better there for cold tires. Gotta gas too much. We can do a little better this time. That's a good lap. Let me change my... There we go. The tires weren't too bad. Always keep this right front right up to 27, because it's gonna, you go over that bump, it's gonna lose air. You'll lose air like crazy, so you got to keep it right at 27, even if it's a teeny over a little bit. Tire wear. Not real bad. I mean, it's pretty close front to rear, so that's really good. Let's go over the shocks again. Yeah, see how it went down compared to the... Yeah, see, it's down here now. See that? See, and that's the difference between that and that. See, that's when I first went out. See how it's over? It was real high on right over here. So again, that's usually when you see that a spike up there. It's usually I think it has something to do with the bump stops getting mixed in with the shock, the graph, and it's, the two are obviously working together, but they affect each other. So I think one affects the other. So, I mean, usually that's what it is. So, and so instead of a big spike up here, you got more of a graph that goes down. So again, I think I mean, to me, that's the way you want it. You want a graph that has, it can always be a little different, but at least an idea of it, going up and going down and things like that, not going and then a big spike. So that's something you don't want. At least I don't like it anyway. I mean, again, I'm looking for drivability, tire wear, many things. See, this is to where almost. See, this track is so right-handed, that you almost got to stagger it, because you can see the shocks are a little off one side but not the other. So, like this side is like 47. It's not that bad. It actually can come up some. So I could actually go probably like this, like that. And that would get this to come up even more, use the shock more. This on this side, see, you almost got to do each one individual instead of just doing both rebounds and then both bumps. Sometimes you got to do that because things just don't, when you got a track that's got so many just right-handers and very little lefts, you get the one side does more work than the other. This one needs to come down. So something like, try that. And at this side, if you look at this, see, this looks like is just about right, but this can come up, but this can't come up. And you see the low here is 33.9, but over here it's only 31.6. See, that's what I was talking about. So, and it's not as bad a difference on the rebound on the high part, but on the low there is a big difference. So again, this isn't that bad. The high part or the low part isn't that bad, but the high part could probably be improved. So I'd probably go up, just do that, and leave the rebound on the low side alone, or on the low side. This one, it needs to go down for sure. I think it actually needs to go down more than the other side, to be honest. So we'll go down a little bit more than what this side was. And again, you don't do that a lot, but I mean, I do that in my setups when it calls for it. I'll go each corner individually, not just front and rear, because every track's different. I mean, you don't. You can use it for a broad stroke, but when you start trying to get it more dialed in, then you have to start doing, you just got to keep getting it more dialed in. I guess it's hard to explain it, but you just got to keep dialing it in a little bit. This isn't too bad, really, to be honest. That's actually pretty dang good. Maybe just I'll just go down a little on that. It actually ain't that bad. In fact, I might go up one. And here, yeah, that's too high. And then here, we can probably do the same thing here. This isn't as bad as the front. It's pretty good. It's a lot closer, see, compared to this is almost exactly like this side, but see, the fronts were a lot more separated. So I can. There we go. Again, it's already a decent lap, to be honest. for me anyway. I mean, yeah, it's close. Let's go out. Just watch. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I'm going to do one other thing, too. I want to try one other thing. So there's always something else to try. Hmm, 158. Not bad. Still, you know, made the turn perfectly. So it's not like I was way wide. Always go right to the edge. See how I went right to the edge of the track? Use all the track. And right there at that kink, you go over that curve. That's what I'm talking about. That curve there is the one that you lose the tire pressure. And again, this is really weird because this is the slickest part of the track. It's going through these S's, especially right here. This is so slick through here. Hard to get the car to drive off the corner. Again, using all the track. And here you want to be as free as absolutely possible, because you want as much speed going down the straightaway as you can. Still 158. Little wide that time, but I wasn't too concerned about it. Let's see what we got here now. I want to try something. Let's go back. I think the balance is really good. Let's just knock the wing a couple clicks. And the reason I do that is because this car's got so much downforce. It's got it in excess. compared to other cars where, like the AMG or something like that, you're running a thing maxed out, or the BMW, it's maxed out, or the Audi, it's maxed out. Might be too much, but I mean, you don't know until you try. We can compare it as far as see what it does. Especially right here. Dang it, jerked right when I had to brake. Stutter. Man, terrible timing. consistent. Mess that up a little. Too deep. See how tires are getting so yellow on the left. Let's look. I don't think it's any better. I think it's better off to run more wing. Yeah, I just wanted to try it, but I don't think I lost, but I'm not gaining anything. So I think this is good. See, tire wear is still not too far off, but here you do not want to slide. You know, again, it's one of these tracks that you do not want to slide the car, because if you're sliding, you're going to overheat these tires so fast, unless it's like 15C or something. I mean, really, my temperatures are 23 right now. It's not that hot. It's medium temperatures. And, you know, and I already got the things at 5. They're 1 below max on the brake ducts. And that's how, you know, and they're already turning yellow. So again, you don't want to slide the car. So you'd rather, one of these places where you definitely rather have more wing than not enough, because that'll keep, you know, hopefully keep the rear, especially the rear, which gets the worst, from sliding, from, you know, sliding the car when you're getting aggressive. It'll stay hooked up. So probably this is the better way to go. Let's look at the speed. I mean, I might just add one more click of sway bar just to get the car to rotate just a little bit freer, but that's really about all it needs. So let's look at, I had a 35.99 right there, but still. Let's look at the speed down the straightaway. I don't think it's going to be that big a difference. Same speed, 158. So say I went down 2 on the wing, and it didn't even make a difference on speed. So say you're not really gaining anything. Let's see what it does here. Yeah, that's the same speed. So only that, you know, 2 down, and you don't even gain a mile an hour. Nothing. So again, that's the only way to try it, is to find out, is to try it, though. I mean, there's no way, you know, I mean, that's why these things just take time, because you just got to try stuff out. And again, braking is huge here. Turn 1. You know, it's just, there's a lot of places here where brakes are, you know, down in that hairpin bowl area down there in the back. That's real critical. So again, you got to have killer brakes, and again, to do that, you need to have wing. So I mean, I don't think you need to max out the wing. I mean, you could always do that if you wanted to, But I really think that this is, just go one more on the sway bar in the back to get the car to help rotate. Oh, I know what I can do. Oh, see, I'll do this. Let's try this. That might help a little bit. So let's do that. Go out one more time for just a few laps. See if that helped a little. Especially on those S's. Change the negative camber on that right side. Again, this track is all, right-handers. There's hardly any lefts, or like this one right here. No, they're not fast. Oh yeah, I think that's better for sure. Cold tires, especially that S part where it's really slick. I don't know if it'll help in performance, but it helps in I like the drivability. It helps in that right here. Yeah, right front takes a beating going over these curbs. Not bad. See what we got. Dang it. Still a decent time. Alright. That's solid. Decent time for me. 35.6. I have to look what my personal best is, but I don't think it's not probably a little faster than that, but I haven't been here in a while. See, it's already down to 26.7. Let's come up a little. Yeah, see, these are actually still a little too hot. So that is really good. You know, you see the tires. Brought these a little closer. Where front to rear is really good. Let's check Motec again. Okay. Yeah, just the music needs to come back down a little bit. Still. They're all looking really good. They're all really close. Really close. And you compare that to that. You see lots of differences. So, I think I'll take this back down one. And that down one. Here. It's good. Good. That's good. Yeah, let's probably go down one here and one there. So again, we'll go down one click just to bring this down just a teeny bit. One down, one click there. That's it. So she's got to be really, really close. There we go. Watch the replay of it. Just the one lap. That's a decent lap for me. Hey, Martin. I don't know, Fury Racing tried that or not, or he didn't. I don't know if he's still here. Or... right to the edge. And man, you can just drive it down in this bowl area. It really goes through there good. And again, go right over that curb right there. Got to really go over it so you don't run wide and go off into the grass. And this corner is just so... that corner's the Achilles heel of this place. And then this curb here again, right front. Again, you know, not hit it too hard, but you hit it some. Yep. That's why I say that right front just takes a beating on curbs. Then there too, if you hit it. Let's see what the speed is. 158. So, again, same speed. I mean, maybe a couple tenths difference, but it's basically exact same speed as it was before, even with less wing. So, again, as long as you're getting the drive coming off that last corner, you know, it's not making that not a big enough difference in speed. And again, the wing on the Huracan isn't mega drag. You know, it's, you know, even a couple clicks on it's not like some other cars. So again, we'll just go over this. Got 24.6, 24, then 26.5, 25.6 on the right rear. Toes -2, camber -3.8 left front, -3.6 on the right front, caster at 13. Toe on the rear is a positive 0.05 with the camber at -3.2 on the left rear, -3.4 on the left rear, and -3.2 on the right rear. Again, I think this is all close. I mean, again, the toe was -3 at Zolder. Here it's -2. Here's a little bit more negative camber, I think, here also than it was at Zolder. But again, you know, little differences. Electronics are exactly the same. 3.1, 3.1. Again, number 1 brake pad. Anti-roll bar 3. Brake bias is 55. You can go down to 54. Again, I would... that's really what you should go down to, is 54 for sure. You need, it helps with the braking and just to get a little bit of rotation out of it. Steering all the way down. Again, springs are 190,000 with a bump start rate of 900 and a bump stop range of 10. And the springs in the rear, 164,000 with a bump stop rate of 500 and a bump stop range of 30. Anti-roll bar 6, preload 120. Again, very close to what the Zolder was. Little teeny differences. I think this was 1, this was 4. And this was 600. It could be. We could go down to 500 as Zolder. It might help with that dip. But again, these are all really close. Shocks, I think, are pretty different, though. On the left front, it's 8.3, 16, and 24. And on the right front, it's 6.2, 14, and 24. And on the rear, it's 2, 1, 15, and 28. So again, I think these are really good. Aero 55 in the front, 62 in the rear with a 10 wing and a 5 in the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a 0.7 to the positive. So again, I think this is one down from what it was at Zolder. But other than that, everything's just, and the brake ducts are one more. So I mean, there's a little differences, but it's really close to the same. But I mean, not huge differences. But again, I just, sometimes I'll start with a setup like that just to get me in a base, and then you just start going from there and just let the car tell you where it wants to go. And as far as the drive, the drivability and the performance, tire wear, all those things just dictate what I do or what I don't do. So again, I still think I'm really happy with it though. Two good setups, one for Zolder, one for Zandvoort. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for your support, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Everybody that gives me likes and subscribed. I appreciate that, or sharing it. Again, all my setups are free. But again, I just want to call out, say special thanks to Mark, and Alexander, and I think I'm saying that wrong, Alexander and Larry, just for their support. I appreciate their support. But again, everybody, I mean, I try to have good setups for everybody that makes the car fun to drive, still performs good, and that you can race, and not be a one-lap wonder or two-lap wonder or something like that. At least that's the goal anyway. And again, of course, I have Discord, which again, if anybody that's on my Discord, if you have a question, I try to get back to it and to help you if any kind of adjustment or something that maybe you're having an issue with. But again, sometimes I'm quicker than other times, depending upon work. But again, I try to do that also. So again, I strongly suggest to become part of my Discord family. And again, it's all free. I mean, everything's free. So, we're all here to enjoy this hobby and have a good time. And hopefully we race and race each other and have a good time doing that. So that's the whole goal. So again, I appreciate you all stopping in for my stream. And I hope you have a good rest of the weekend. And you guys take care. Yeah, have a good one.